Okay, let's continue now into our part 4 video. Last time I actually made some update on our user login. Now, in this scenario, what we want is actually hide the password. Example, when you type your username, now when you type your password, as you can see, it is visible. Okay, we need to replace this one with the passwords or something like that. The question is, how can we do that? Okay, it's really important that you should be able to apply that as one as well. Okay, and aside from adding the asterisk, we will try to add also some text here, like we want to add the user login word in on top of this frame, and we will try to apply the place if the grid is not working. Okay, let's try to do that. Let me zoom out this one. Let me close this one first. First thing we need to do is go to our password entry. Okay, this portion. So we need to go in here and add the word show. Oops, it should be equals to open, comma, put here the asterisk. Okay, let's try to save this one. We just need to add this into our code. Let me save and run again. Set begin to run. Type the password. So, okay, it says now valid username and password. Okay, let's finish that up. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is actually create a level on top of the frame, and what will be the variable that we're going to create. I think we will just insert it here. I'm going to create the title, label, code, user login. Okay, this is the one that we're going to add in here. First, we call the variable as title, label, then we put here label. Now, since we want to display it inside the login frame, we'll just copy this on top of the frame. Then, in the add text, you have the option to either put it this way. Could be possible like that. Okay, I'm gonna add here user login, then comma. I can also put here font. So in the font I can say Arial. You can choose any font style that you like. For now, just put it 14, and I set this one into bold. Okay. Next thing I'm going to add is FG, meaning the foreground color of our font. So I put this one white color, and make sure to add comma here. It's also important to add the background color for the text, because if you're not going to put the background color, then you will not be able to appreciate the design. So for now, just copy this background color. And let me open. Like I said. So the next thing we're going to do, title, label, again. Okay. Now, this time instead of using the pack, wherein what you are used to, or the use of grid, I actually tried it. The use of grid, example, this one. It's kind of hard to manipulate the positioning. So I decided for this video, I just used command called place. Okay. Wherein it's dynamic and you can actually specify where do you want to put something, anything like text or whatever you like to do with your, what we call this one, label. Now, and the good thing with the use of place in Python, you can specify a placement, a related placement of a widget, like within a window. So for this command place. Okay, this command, let me zoom in. This is actually made, what we call this one, a technique or a method, and Tkinter being used to specify the exact placement of the widget within its parent container. And you have to add like real x. So the rel x specifies the relative horizontal position. Okay, it talks about the horizontal position of the widget. Okay, for this one, relative x. Okay, now let's put the value for this. Let's say a default we can like 0.65. It's like based on the percentage. Now, aside from the relative x, it's also important to indicate the y value. Okay, so you just simply put y. Say I'm going to put this one as zero perhaps, and then the anchor. Okay, anchor. This is where you're going to specify the position. Normally, either you can use center, the north, east, or south. Okay, let's say what will happen, we will try to put it here in the north. Okay, again, the relative y, this specifies the vertical position. Okay, this one. As what we call the vertical position of the widget. Okay, you're going to use the red y. Okay, this one. So for now, we can just put it 0. Okay. Now let's try to check this one. This one is working. Although you can actually line it here, but when it's too long, then you can just you know align your code on the next line instead. Okay, now you might be wondering which one is better to use, whether the grid, okay, the grid, the place, or back in Python Tkinter. It actually depends on a certain case. If we're going to define the grid, so the grid is usually preferred for complex layouts where you need to align widgets in rows and columns similar to a table. And it's also great for organizing widgets in a grid-like structure. So you can specify the row and column. Okay. But of course, you should be familiar with that for how you can align and along with options per column and row spanning. While the back, which is the one that I discussed in the first video in the introduction to Tkinter, this is actually useful if you're going to use some simple layouts where you want the widgets to be packed tightly together in a block. Okay. While the place, the one that we are using right now, can actually provide some absolute positioning control over your widgets, particularly within the container. And it is useful when you need precise control over the position, including the size of the widgets, such as by creating a custom layouts or maybe overlaying widgets, but sometimes it can be more difficult to maintain and may not adapt well to the sizing or the dynamic changes in the GUI. So, it's up to you when you're going to design. Again, when we are talking about the grid that is used for complex layouting with rows and columns, the back for simple layouts, just like what we did in our first lesson in Tkinter. Then for the absolute positioning, then you can use this place option. And you might sometimes find yourself combining all of these techniques or different layouts in the window within the same application. It actually depends on the requirements of different parts of the GUI. Okay, that's what matters most. So let's try to run with this one. Let me check if is there any. As you can see now, we were able to add the user login, but as you notice, it's not actually center. So here in the anchor, you have the option to make some adjustment for that. Okay, let's say if I'm going to add here center, let's say this one is. Doesn't work, then you can also see doesn't work yet, but there's a need more of adjustment. And this is where this comes in. Let's say I'm going to make this into 75. Let it go. For the X. Run again. Okay. Ngayon, it's now center. Okay. I think this one is better. At least it is in center now. So there is a need for you to make some adjustment on this part. Okay. For the relative positioning. Okay. This one is really important when creating or using some method. Okay, so don't forget when you use the rel_x that specifies the coordinate position of the widget. Okay, while the rel or relative y coordinate position of the widget within the container as well. So you can actually position the top of the container, start with 0 or being the topmost position. Okay. Then you can also apply some, like 1 being the bottommost position. Okay. Let's try to make some changes. Why? Say, what will happen if we're going to change this one?